Welcome back to Success with Steven. My name is Steven Smith. On this channel, we talk about everything financial literacy. And today, I want to talk about how to properly advertise your business. And one of the main goals of any business is getting the word out about that business by increasing your brand awareness. You want to build your customer base and ultimately increase sales, and learning how to promote your business can do just that. Now, the best ways to promote your business will depend on what kind of business you own, the products and services that you offer, your target audience, your marketing budget, and some additional factors. The good news is there are plenty of free and low-cost ways to promote your business, so you can test them out in several risk-free, for the most part, ways to find out what works best for you. And the problem is most of us don't know where to begin this process. So this is going to be a framework or more of a roadmap to hopefully guide you in the right direction of what it takes to properly advertise your business, to get customers, and to ultimately get sales. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing I want to do is just show you a diagram, and you don't really have to commit this to memory or anything like that, but a lot of people like to think of marketing in a linear fashion, like a timeline, but it's not actually like that. It's more like a circle or a diagram, because we don't really know what's going to work quite yet. You have to find something first and then get analytics, get data to tell you what you should actually do next. And marketing is like a living, breathing thing, and it's going to continue to evolve and change. However, there are some sets of steps that you can take. So we're going to talk about the first step when you launch your new business campaign, or your new marketing campaign rather, for your business. And again, these steps they will be in a particular order, but how you go about doing them, you can actually change it up. I don't think that there's a one traditional way that you need to advertise. Again, like I said, this is an ever-changing, ever-evolving type of industry, and it's just a component of business. It's not really something that businesses can ignore. It's not something that that is uncommon, unheard of. It's just the nature of the beast. Whenever you do business, you will have to have some type of form of advertising in order to promote it. All right. So let's get into the first step that you can take. And again, this is it doesn't have to be traditional, but from what I've learned in, I would say, formal advertising, and then what I've learned just from experience, I want to kind of combine them both. So the offer is the first part in marketing. A marketing offer is any free product or service or content, like a video, anything that you can give in exchange for your potential customer to perform a specific task. So when it comes to this method, you can focus on the offer first, or you can focus on the target market. That is your choice. And in other words, do you want to make something and then you want to sell that product to people? Like, for example, do you want to make a shoe and then go find the audience to sell this shoe to? Or do you want to find the people who have a problem first and then solve their problem? For example, if it's someone like me and I have flat feet, then maybe you want to find people who have this issue with their feet first and then create a shoe that has a sole that can support their particular, foot issue. So that is the first thing that I would do. You look at the offer. Now, if you have a brand new business, you've never sold anyone anything, here's what I recommend. You should start by thinking of the people you want to help and then create a product for them. That's exactly how I went about starting this new business. I found the people who needed help first. I gave them an offer. And then when I gave them the offer and I helped them, they came back to me, and then we'll get more into that. In my case, I struggled with business, with credit, with finances. So of course, I resonated with other people who had the same issues as me. And the better you're able to understand your target market, the better you're going to be able to position your products or services to them as your offer. On the flip side, if you already have an existing business, which you already have clients, which means you probably already have data, you already know who you're targeting, you should be strategic, you should be intentional and selective to make sure that you're choosing the right offer that has the highest potential for conversion. So meaning to get a sale, and it has the highest potential for scalability. So you don't want to make an offer that's only good one time that you can't continue to grow on. So again, you want to do that if you already have clientele, you already have a business going. The offer will form the core of what we're about to do from this point going forward. We're going to align everything with this particular offer. Marketing should be done with one single offer at a time so that it's not too many calls to action, which will ultimately confuse or frustrate your target audience, and confused customers don't buy. So if you don't know, a call to action is just when you present an offer, you're going to be asking your audience to do something. And you don't want to ask them to do too many things, because then they won't do anything, because that's just going to be way too confusing. So this is going to pretty much lead us next into our target market. So what is a target market? A target market is a specific group of potential customers who a business aims to reach with its products or services. This group may share common characteristics such as age, gender, income level, education, interests, or geographic location. And that's going to make them more likely to be interested in purchase from a business. So let's talk more about demographic targeting. When you segment your audience based on demographic factors like age and gender and income, education or occupation, for instance, a skincare company might target women aged 25 to 40 with high income levels because they're maybe more likely to be interested in premium skincare products. You're targeting a specific audience with a specific offer. Another example is psychographic targeting, which involves segmenting your audience based on their attitudes, their interests, their values, their lifestyle. So fitness is a really good example of that. A fitness apparel brand might target individuals who are health conscious, obviously, environmentally friendly maybe, or interested in outdoor activities. It has to make sense, right? Geographic, you want to target exactly where you want to focus. So for instance, a local restaurant might target a resident that lives within a 10-mile radius, right? Using local advertising. Why? Because they're in proximity. I want to target the people who live in my community. You know, that's pretty easy to understand. And there's behavior targets, which you would involve segmenting an audience based on their behaviors. And this is one that you probably see online a lot. So you notice if you go to a website and you look at one t-shirt, you're going to get 100 ads on that same t-shirt over and over and over again, especially if you bought it, because now the behavior is already there and they know that you're willing to buy. So they're going to beat you over the head with these ads. That happens with most e-commerce retailers. So by utilizing target marketing strategies and honing in on one specific group or somebody that has a specific preference, you can tailor your messaging and then tailor your offer to resonate more deeply with potential customers, ultimately driving greater engagement and greater conversions. Your target audience is the central component of your entire campaign. Everything you do is about your target market and how you can benefit them. It's how you can benefit them. Because the truth is, customers don't buy when they understand, they buy when they feel understood. And by the brand, the company, the product even, you need to make someone feel like you understand them, okay? If the marketing doesn't work, it just means that it didn't resonate. It's irrelevant, right? Something about that wasn't connecting with this person. And a majority of the time, the reason that customers aren't buying, it's not because they don't have the means to do so. They have the money. It's just that they don't feel like the awareness. They don't feel the empathy. All that is important, and you want to make sure that's included in your offer. Not to make it sound very, very deep, but this is in part psychology when it comes to marketing. So in a way, it is on a cerebral level. You want to make a connection, essentially. You also want to be aware that everyone can't be your target market. You can't offer to everyone. It's too broad. Like, you can't say my target audience is everyone that has money. I'm sorry. If your message is that broad, you can't connect with people because it's going to sound generic, boring, and common. If something sounds generic, we're all going to tune it out because we won't feel anything from it. It won't feel authentic to us. So again, your target audience can't be everyone. There is a specific group of people who you need to focus on and hone in on that group, okay? All right, the next step, we covered the offer. We covered our target market. The next step that we're looking at is identifying your target audience. Now, I'm online, so of course, the type of advertising that I'm doing is going to be on social platforms. And, let's be honest, in the day and age that we live in, that's how everything is now. We used to watch commercials on cable television with advertisements. Nowadays, those short vertical videos that you see on Instagram, YouTube Shorts, and TikTok, they've become the new commercial. All right. So you need to understand who your audience is, how you can reach them, and then what are your goals, right? The offer is just to get them in. That's just to get them in. Once you have the offer and you know who the offer appeals to, we have to choose the right social media platform, right, to get to these people, to stay in touch with them. So here's some demographics. Facebook has 2.7 billion users, ages 25 to 34. Look at the purposes. Building relationships, best for building brand loyalty. The downside is limited reach, of course, because people have branched out to other platforms. 353 million users on Twitter, ages 30 to 49. 68% of people on Twitter are men, so bear that in mind. It's for news and articles and conversation. Public relations is what it's best for. You'll notice that when a lot of people, their tweets get published, right? 280 characters or less. You want to keep all of this in mind. And then YouTube, it's 2.3 billion users. Now, the one thing about YouTube, it's unique. All ages kind of appeal to YouTube. It's how-to, lifestyle, educational, entertainment, brand awareness, and lead generation is the best for YouTube. So if you want to generate leads, brand awareness, this is the one. And it's resource intensive, which requires you to make a lot of videos and requires you to have to do a lot in order to engage with that audience. But I'll talk about that again later. LinkedIn may be your platform of choice for business to business. If that's your community, that's what it's best for. TikTok tends to skew younger, and Instagram is about 25 to ages 34. And perhaps that may work well for you to generate leads, food, entertainment, beauty, and business. You can look at food for TikTok as well, but downside with Instagram is images and video only. The point is, every single one of these has a specific type of people that they apply to. So based off of this information, you would want to make your offer to your target audience on one of these choice of platforms. Because have you ever heard of a new platform or like a new social media channel or a new market outlet, and you're thinking, okay, I'm gonna post some content on this, and then you post some content and it completely fails, and you're thinking, I'm never going to get back on this platform again. It doesn't work. What I can say, if marketing didn't work, no one would be using it. And in fact, if we're being honest and getting down to the bottom of things, all social media platforms are just data harvesting farms. Everything on social media is just to harvest your data. It's not for connecting with people and building relationships. That's the point of social media, is to figure out what people can sell you and what you like. It's just to get your demographic information and all the other types of identifiable information that we just went over. So, under the veil of all of this, if done correctly, you should be able to get the information to market to anyone. So again, we have our offer. We're looking at that target market that we want to identify with, and then we're going to choose the right platform to present the offer on for our target market. Okay. Now let's talk about the content type. There are different types of content that you should use. So content marketing is used to attract, engage, and retain an audience by creating and sharing like relevant articles, videos, podcasts, and other types of media. This approach establishes expertise, promotes brand awareness, and keeps your business on the top of mind when it's time to buy. Which content should you use? Content marketing gives you the understanding of how to promote your brand. All right. When we talk about content marketing, we know that it's going to be on a social media platform. We know that there are different types of marketing where we can do it in person, of course, but this is the channel that we're looking at. We're looking at social media as the channel to do so. If it's audio, maybe you have a podcast. That is one. If it's video, pretty much that's going to be all across the board. Video is on everything. In some cases, you still have visuals and graphics, like just pictures and images. But nowadays, they usually are paired with the latter. Like you normally have pictures and images with videos and audio. They're connected in some way. But it's up to you to choose the type of content that you're going to do. It just varies. We now have different lengths of content. We have short form and we have long form content. These vertical videos that I was talking, they're very popular right now. And again, they're basically the new commercials. So here's what I would suggest. You need a short form. If your audience skews younger, your short form might be TikTok, but you can also do YouTube short form and then YouTube videos, right? Or you can go Instagram for your short form for reels, and then maybe you have business to business, so then you do LinkedIn. I would pick one for short form, one for long form, and then just do those two. You don't have to do all of these. If you try to focus on, I would say, more than two platforms, you probably are going to fail because it's just way too overwhelming to have to do all of them. Pick two, one for long, one for short, and make sure that they appeal to your target market. Okay. Now let's bring everything together. I know this was a lot of information, and I know it seems like overwhelming to have to actually present this, but let's try to bring it all together. You're going to present me with an offer. All right. I'm a middle-aged African-American male. I live in Las Vegas. I am health conscious. I like music, women, whatever. Like, you got my profile, right? Let's put it all together. You present me with some sort of offer, whatever that may be. I like educational stuff too. Maybe it's a particular type of book on how to exercise and build good financial habits. I don't know. Let's say that's what it is. And you present an offer. You tell me, man, I'm going to help you not only become healthier in your body, but healthier in your wallet. That's your offer. And I say, hey, that's a great offer, right? If you want to present me with this offer, you got to get to me. You know how you get me? YouTube and probably Instagram, because I'll probably use those two more than I'll use TikTok. You hit me with a short form. You hit me with a long form. Hit me on Instagram. Take me down your sales funnel. We now have gotten to the sales funnel. So now I'm getting to it. Saw you on Instagram. Let's click, which brings me to one of your long form videos on YouTube. Let's go. We now have a sales funnel. I am in the funnel. All right. So sales funnels allow your business to garner more qualified traffic, which are leads that are interested in your brand and are likely to buy. You have got me in here. I might buy something. It drives potential customers through the journey of becoming paying customers. Starting with awareness about your brand, you made me aware of your brand and your product, gradually leading me to make a purchase. Understanding how a sales funnel works is crucial for businesses that are looking to attract and convert qualified traffic. This is going to be traffic that is looking to make that purchase. Now, a customer moves through the sales funnel and they will become more interested and more engaged. I'm going to probably make a purchase if your content connects with me. You already know my profile and you already kind of got me interested. So your goal is to optimize each stage of the funnel to ensure you attract the right audience, which would guide me towards a conversion. So when I get in there, there's a couple of different things with the funnel. And I didn't want to put the actual labels on there because I feel like it's all subjective. Like it's like awareness, engagement, lead, conversion. There's a couple different things. But ultimately, by effectively using your sales funnel and the marketing strategy, you're going to free up time that your sales team can actually focus on building a relationship and nurturing a lead and driving them towards becoming a loyal customer. You want me to be a loyal customer and to come back and spend more money and more time with you on your platform, doing your, if you have like a convention, if you have a summit, whatever you want me, if you make me interested enough, you got me. Okay. So you want to measure the effectiveness of your funnel. Now, measuring your sales funnel's effectiveness is going to tell you what different aspects are working and what's not working, and then you can make some adjustments. So one way to do this is by looking at your key performance indicators. People call that KPI. These show important numbers like how many people are visiting your website, how many of them are becoming leads, and how many are actually making a purchase. If you get me to your YouTube video, and then you get me to your website, and then you get me to your cart, and I stop at the cart, something's wrong. Now, if we start looking at those metrics and we notice everybody stopping at the cart, we know something is wrong. We got to figure out why I'm stopping there. You go from there, you tweak it, and then if you can start getting sales, that's awesome. Now, let's say that we did our offer for our target market, and then we chose our platform, and now people are coming into our sales funnel and they're making a purchase. Awesome. Our conversion rate is only 2%. We want to get our conversion rate up. We want to get more sales because we're bringing 1,000 people, but only 2 people out of 1,000 are making a sale. I'm just throwing out random numbers, not to be taken seriously. So what are we going to do? The best part about this is you can reverse engineer the process. Take yourself back to the checkout portion, to the cart, to everything, and you can reverse all the way out to figure out where it went wrong. And then what's cool is this is, again, like a living, breathing thing. You make one change, right? And now your conversion goes up to 4%, 5%, 6%. You just keep tweaking changes to figure out what is going to keep increasing that rate. If it drops again, let's go back to what we did. Let's try something different. And you can keep doing that to figure out where it may have gone wrong, or if it's going right, how to make it be better. All right. So once we have this data, that's the next step, optimize. The next step is to optimize these conversions. And we're just going to figure out what's working, what's not, adjustments. We're going to improve the results. So using this data to guide your decisions going forward can make your sales funnel more effective and drive more revenue to your business. So I know this was a lot of information, but I want to bring it all together and tell you the easiest way that I think you could get this started. The best marketing platform right now, in my opinion, really is YouTube. I think that it's the easiest platform that can cover all of these things instantly because you can have YouTube Shorts. You can have a long form YouTube video. If you have if you monetize your channel and you have over 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch time hours, you can link your website, which will then create your funnel automatically. Not only that, here's a tip. YouTube is the only platform that I believe truly gives you free advertising. So if you wanted to advertise for free, YouTube will give you more impressions if your videos are more engageable. So YouTube is a vehicle, in my opinion, that gives you free advertising. It's free, and they actually do a lot of the demographic research for you. So you know how we talked about target market and things like that? Yes, there are things that you need to do, but your YouTube analytics actually show you who the target market is. You know the age, you know the demographic, you know the geographic, you know all of these things. It's all in there for you. The more videos you put out, the more analytics. And then once you add a product to it, they can start to go into your sales funnel. So if you asked me the best place to market your business, that is it. And again, it does a lot of the work for you. So if you are not sure how to make an offer, if you're not sure how to do all of that, again, I suggest starting with YouTube, making content that actually helps people out in the long term. And then from there, you'll find your target market. And then from there, you already know the platform that you're going to be using it, and you have shorts and you have long form. From there, link your website. You can then begin the process of starting your sales funnel. And again, if you want more information, I can go into detail about the sales funnel and all the breakdowns of that. But I think this is a very good introduction into advertising your business. And I really do hope that this information was useful to you in some way, form, or fashion. Okay. And I just want to say thank you guys for watching this video, especially if you made it all the way through. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. If you would like me to cover more content on advertising to give you more specific examples, or if you would like more of a formal teaching, because this is just really my verbiage with some formal, with some informal, and just things that I've noticed. And I wanted to put it in a way that I hope made sense to you and that I hope is easy to understand. So if you want me to go further and provide more information on advertising, more information on marketing, or to just give some tips or recommendations, please drop the comment below. Let me know if there's a particular business that you maybe have questions that you want to advertise for, but maybe you're not sure where to start. Be more than happy to give some insight on that. Or YouTube in particular, maybe how you can do that and identify your target market with YouTube analytics. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. And you have a wonderful day.